YouTube, what's going on, man? It's your boy Boba and welcome back to another player review on the channel. Hope you guys are having an incredible day. In today's video, we're gonna go ahead and check out our very first end of an era SBC card in FC25. It's none other than Raphael Varane. Varane is an 87 rated card. He has the lengthy acceleration type, right footer with 3-star skill moves and 4-star weak foot. Now, we don't see any versatility with the card as he can only play the center back position, but he does have some really effective player role pluses. And if we go ahead and look at his in-game stats in a bit more detail, we can see that the card is pretty well rounded from a defensive point of view. Really good pace, defending, and physicality, which is obviously most important for a center back. And then the technical side to his game is okay. If you would like to go ahead and use him as a ball playing center back, I think you most definitely can. Now, he does have 82 pace overall with 79 acceleration and 85 sprint speed. That is a bit of a pace split, but as you guys know, this year in FC25, the recovery speed on center backs is insane. So if you want to go ahead and give him like the shadow chem style, I think that could be a really good option. Now, if you do want to go ahead and use him as a ball playing center back, the 70 passing is going to be a huge part to his game, and he does have really good short pass and long pass. The cross diagonals in FC25 are still really effective in my opinion, so maybe you can create a few chances with him from like a deeper position. I think it's going to be really interesting to test out the consistency of his passing, because if it is quite accurate in game, that's going to be a great thing to go ahead and use. As you guys know, when it comes to a center back's dribbling, the two most important stats are his reactions and composure, and he does have 87 reactions and 85 composure, so he should be a very swift and a very responsive defender. Not the greatest of balance, but hopefully that's not going to be that big of an issue. If you are really good at manual defending, because he does have the really nice reactions and really good pace, I think that he's going to be a fantastic center back to go ahead and control. And then last but not least, boys, the 87 defending and 83 physical, probably going to be the two standout stats for the card. And for a center back this early on in FC25, incredible defensive stats: 87 interceptions, 86 defensive awareness, and 90 stay and tackle. He does also have the intercept playstyle plus, and I love the fact that they went ahead and gave him the playstyle plus with the upgrade. Should be very consistent at breaking up the play and advancing the ball forward, and should be very consistent in the tackle as well, especially when you go ahead and pair that with his physicality. Now, he doesn't have the greatest of stamina, but I don't see it being that big of a problem. 92 jumping, phenomenal for the card. I'm pretty sure he does have the aerial playstyle, and then also 88 strength and 83 aggression. Should be very strong both on and off the ball. In terms of playstyles, he does have 5 different playstyles: the intercept playstyle plus, and then he does also have the ping pass, block, anticipate, and aerial. And compared to his regular rare gold card, they did go ahead and give him the intercept playstyle plus, the block, and then also the ping pass. So a pretty balanced upgrade, which is great to see, especially with the cost of the SBC being a little bit more expensive. When it comes to player roles, he does have 2 player role pluses and then also a player role plus plus. You can use him as a defender, a stopper, and then also as a ball playing defender. That's great to see. And for 4 different requirements, man, 350,000 coins roughly to complete the SBC. It's going to be very interesting to see whether or not it's worth it. As always, boys, if you guys do enjoy these FC25 player reviews and you want to see more of them on the channel, definitely let me know by leaving a like. And then also consider subscribing to the channel if you are new. It would be greatly appreciated. This is the team we're going to be using in Division Rivals to test out the new Varane card. We're going to be playing him at the center back position as that stopper in the 4-5-1 formation. So without further ado, boys, let's go ahead and jump into game number 1 and let's see how good this card really is. Alright, boys, here we are jumping into game number 1 using the new end of an era Raphael Varane card. We don't know who we're coming up against. Thanks EA for that one. But yeah, man, I will say I'm actually really excited to test him out. As you guys know, throughout like many FIFAs, throughout many FCs, I mean, he's just been such a popular player. And I feel like with the SBC, a lot of people are going to complete him, man. He looks like a phenomenal player. Now, first things first, you guys know how we like to start off every player review, and that is by testing out the card's dribbling. Not going to be very important for the card. And yeah, man, on the ball, not the greatest of agility and balance. It does make sense. Now, we are using him as a stopper in the 4-5-1 formation, and stoppers usually push up a little bit higher up the pitch, and they look to intercept the pass and break up the play. So hopefully he can do that, especially with the intercept playstyle plus. Now, this guy does like the over top through ball, so we are going to have to be careful. Varane just applying a little bit of pressure. Nice, boys. Good manual defending right there. Does seem like a very swift and responsive center back. We got to get back into position. Wins the header, man. That's great to see. I really like when you can pull out your center back a little bit and then he can still get back into position with ease. Raphael Varane, great interception right there. I think that the defensive awareness, like the AI defending, is just so good with his defensive awareness. Now, we did signal Chiesa to make that run. Let's try to test out like an over top through ball. Decent curve on it, maybe a little bit too much power. I think for the most part, his short range passing is quite decent. The long range passing, if you do use over the top through balls, is a little bit more inconsistent. If you do want to play long balls with Raphael Varane, I think that the cross diagonals are probably the best. Good tackle right there. Now, whenever we do a player review on a center back, it could be a little bit more repetitive. So if you guys do want to see maybe like the goals, the highlights, stuff like that, let me know in the comment section down below. Might try to go over the top. Konate, I mean, did kind of have it covered, but Varane did get a vital touch right there. We'll go for the switch into Chiesa. Try to get a few more bodies forward at the moment. Varane, just a little bit of left stick dribbling, and we'll try to go for an over top through ball into Chiesa. A pretty decent pass right there. We just need taller attackers. I did kind of pull him out of position right there. He's going to go for a finesse shot. Good block, man. The block play style right there. All right, boys, here we are jumping into game number 2, and so far, so good. Now, in order to complete the SBC, there are 4 different requirements, and it is going to cost you roughly 300,000 coins, which is a tad bit expensive. But I love the fact that you do have like 5 weeks to complete the SBC, so there is going to be a lot of rewards, FUT Champions rewards, division rivals. And over time, I think it's a really good SBC to go ahead and craft, especially with the player that you're getting. Now, very early on in the game, just going to go for a switch. A pretty decent pass right there. Now, very early on in the game, we do have a corner in the 5th minute. This guy is moving as goalkeeper, so we're not going to apply too much power and just try to run to the near post. Raphael Varane. Aerial playstyle, it's a decent header, man. I think that aerially, he's been very consistent. Very tall, good jumping, the aerial playstyle as well. And if you are really good at corners, man, he's most definitely a good player to go ahead and target. Varane, he is going to play that through the middle. Lionel Messi. Varane, good manual defending right there. Very good tackle as well. Things you love to see. He might try to play that through the middle. Now, he does have Lionel Messi kind of playing like as an inside forward, so he is going to be a handful. Good recovery speed right there. Sharp tackle as well. And now it's going to allow us to spring into a counter attack. The pass into Thuram could have maybe been a little bit better. And if you do want to use him as a ball-playing center back, his passing is quite decent in-game, maybe just a tad bit inconsistent from time to time. Varane, I actually want to test out the recovery speed right here, so we are going to track back with him. Raphael Varane does get back into position. Can't get the interception, but that's okay, man. Decent recovery speed right there. Varane up against Neymar. Good manual defending, man. And very consistent in the tackle so far. Varane, he might just try to drill it through the middle. Neymar in a little bit of space. Good interception right there, boys. I mean, it's just so good, the intercept play style plus. Now, with Varane, he does have 4-star weak foot. He's hit it with his right foot, but that's okay, man. A little bit too much power on it. Oh, boys, we almost got to it, man. The long-range passing right there, pretty decent. Like I said, if you are struggling to break down your opponent a little bit, you can most definitely switch it up with his passing. Konate. Varane. He's going to try to put it onto his left foot. Good block right there. Again, very easy to control. I'm pretty sure that this guy did make a few substitutions. Oh, he's got me with that fake shot, but Varane, man, he's there. He's there covering, breaking up the play, advancing the ball forward. That's incredible again. He does have a lot of silky players. Varane, good tackle right there again. I mean, he does have like a lot of like smaller, more intricate type of players, but with Varane, man, I think that the manual defending has been really good. All right, boys, can we sneak in a goal right here? Again, we're going to go to Varane, not too much power, and just try to go near post. Raphael Varane gets up. It's a great header, boys. That is exactly what we needed. And again, man, with the aerial playstyle and the anchor chem style, really good jumping, and aerially, he is just so good. Gonna play through the middle. Varane, great tackle in the 90th minute as well. And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. That is us using the new end of an era Varane card in a few games of division rivals, and I think it's safe to say, man, he's back. With the upgrades, man, I think that it's a great SBC to go ahead and grind for over time. You do have 5 weeks to complete the SBC, so a lot of division rivals rewards, a lot of FUT Champions rewards, and ultimately it is going to be quite easy to complete over time. Now, if we go ahead and dissect his in-game stats in a bit more detail, we did go ahead and give him the anchor chem style, and with the anchor chem style, he does have 83 acceleration and 89 sprint speed. And for the most part, man, with the lengthy acceleration type, he was extremely quick in game. If you are maybe a little bit worried about his pace, you can always give him the shadow chem style. Now, if you do plan on using him as a ball playing center back, the 70 passing and 74 dribbling are going to be 2 really important stats for the card. And with his 85 short pass and 83 long pass, the ping pass playstyle as well, I think that his passing in game was quite accurate. Nothing too crazy, but if you are struggling to break down your opponent, you can most definitely incorporate those cross diagonals and then also a few through balls. Now, in terms of dribbling, I think that he's a very swift and a very responsive defender. I love the fact that he does have really high reactions and composure. The manual defending with the card was really effective. The sprint jockey is just so good to go ahead and use. And when you pair that with his 87 defending and 83 physical, man, easily one of the best center backs in the game at the moment. 91 interceptions with the intercept playstyle, plus very good at breaking up the play and advancing the ball forward. And then he does also have 90 defensive awareness and then also 98 stand tackle with the anticipate playstyle. Not only was the manual defending with the card really good, but the AI defending is really nice as well, especially with this really high defensive awareness. And when you pair that with this strength and aggression, man, just an absolute tank at the back. 96 strength and 87 aggression with the card. Very good and very consistent in those 50-50 duels, and then aerially he was very good as well, especially with the aerial playstyle. And as you guys already know, that is very effective on both sides of the pitch. He can also bag you a lot of goals if you are really good at corners. Overall, boys, I'm going to go ahead and give the card an 8.8 out of 10 rating. I really really enjoyed using him at the center back position in the 4-5-1 formation. I love the fact that they went ahead and gave him the intercept playstyle plus pen. That is just such a great addition for the card. And then they did also go ahead and give him the block and the ping pass. And with the upgrades, I think it's a great SBC to go ahead and complete. He is in the Serie A. He is French, so it is going to be quite easy to get him on full chemistry. He's a very good link to the player of the month Thuram card. And with the way that the card is set up and the player role plus that he does have, I think that he could be a very good center back for a very long time in FC 25. Maybe up until like team of the year, you can most definitely have him in your starting 11. And although the SBC is a little bit overpriced at 350,000 coins, there is a lot of time to complete the SBC. And if you do have the time and you are looking for a very good and a very responsive center back in FC 25, I think that Varane is a great option and I would highly recommend him. But that is going to be the end of today's video. If you guys did enjoy it, let me know by leaving a like. Comment down below what player you guys would like to see next in another player review. And then also consider subscribing to the channel if you are new. It would be greatly appreciated. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you guys so much for clicking on today's video. I've been your boy Booba, and I'll catch you guys in another one very, very soon. Peace.